Hello everyone, my name is Robin, and yes, you did click on the right video. We are continuing Doki Doki Salvation Remake right now. The only reason I'm doing this is because while I was watching my playthrough, I realized I actually did the wrong recap of the last episode. Since I've been busy with school and other stuff, my mind just got so fumbled that I did the wrong recap of the last episode. So that's why I'm making this right now to tell you the actual recap. So in the last episode is where we actually just start recreating the festival. So there isn't really too much new with it, other than before recreating the festival, we see Monika's perspective of her regretting killing Sayori just so she can get to the player, and then the rest is just the same stuff that happened in the original game, where MC and Sayori get stuff for the supplies. She bumps her head, we give her a drink to cover up the wound, and yeah, so that's where we left off. So that's basically the recap, so now we can continue on into the regular gameplay. I arrived back home and placed my bag on a bag hook near the door. Still feel absolutely guilty for inadvertently causing Sayori to bump her head. It's like I'm prone to hurting her or something. All I wanted was for her and Robin to have a moment together. Set myself down on my couch and stare at the ceiling. How do you do this again? I can't remember how to. I tried to pull up the console, but the hand motions that allow me to do have slipped my mind. After a few more attempts, I managed to brute force it back up. Nearly close to 100 now. Realize why I'm beginning to forget how to open the console, and various other things I'm no longer able to recall. I mean, I know what I've been through, I know what I wanted to do, but now it's gonna happen to me. My thoughts are interrupted when I hear my stomach growl. Right, I haven't eaten a proper meal in about 2 days. Jeez. I get up from the couch and walk into my kitchen to make myself a salad. Open up my fridge and no groceries. Just great. Normally I used to always having groceries in the fridge because yeah, I used to just put groceries in my fridge through the console. Forgot about that too, huh? Just look at my fridge and look around for something in my cupboards. Used to have some ramen in there, but I think I ran out too. After looking for a few minutes, I realized I basically have no food. Guess I'll order takeout again. In a few short moments, I placed an order for delivery at a local deli. Deli? Probably deli. I decided to throw in my sandwich order for tomorrow as well. Figured it would have been good to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Walk over to a nearby cabinet to grab a few Oh, what's this? I actually stumbled across what looks to be some kind of case. Pull it out and blow off the dust. Open up the box and I'm greeted with a massive assortment of paints, colored pencils, and various other art supplies. There's a note there. To Sayori, my favorite vice president. I end up cracking a smile. Even though I was going through my epiphany, I still ended up getting this for you. Close up the case and place it on my counter. Should probably give that to you one of these days. I grab my book bag and place it inside. Already? Just placed the order 10 minutes ago, but I won't complain. I'm starving. I open the door and hello, Sayori. What are you doing here? Hey, aren't you happy to see me? Sure. I'm just surprised you're here. Did you have a therapy session today? Sayori's holding a small box with some writing on it that says for Monika with a smiley face on it. Yeah, I just finished that. I figured I could have stopped by. Maybe I should have texted you first. I wanted to surprise you. You should see that at that then. Consider me surprised. What do you have there? It's for you. It says so on the box. Open up the box, reveal. Cinnamon bun. Aren't these your favorites? Yeah, I just wanted to bring you one. Just so I didn't turn up empty-handed. Sayori walks over to the counter and places it down. Of course, I'm here to check up on you too. Huh? Oh, is it because of earlier? Yeah. Honestly, I've been worried about you for a very long time. It's just a lot of courage to ask you about it. I see. Here, maybe we can talk about it a little. Come join me on the couch. Alright. Guides Sayori over to my couch and we sit up opposite ends with our legs crossed. Nice place you got here. I don't think I've ever been over to your house. Yeah, I just realized I don't even have a proper explanation as to why I live on my own. My oh. I'm sorry, I didn't know. How come you never told me? Were you really alone this whole time? Hey, it's okay, Sayori. Like I said, it was a long time ago. So I guess a bit of similar situation to Yuri. How long ago? Geez, I kind of lied myself into a hole here. Now that I'm completely lying about it. Long enough to where I figured out how to do things on my own. Well, I'm glad you found your way. Sounds really hard. It was. I do think it's kind of cool that you live on your own already. I don't think I'd be able to live on my own for a long period of time. It's too big of a responsibility. I can't help but agree. But it's taught me how to be independent. Now that you can't learn that though. It's okay, I get you. By the way, aren't you supposed to be with Natsuki? You guys have to bake some stuff tomorrow, don't you? Oh, that's later tonight. I want to check in with you first. Do you think our picnic idea was a good one? Yeah, I think it's a welcome change of pace for sure. Plus, it's perfect weather for it. I agree. I remember when we used to talk about all sorts of ideas for the club when we first got it going. Her words take me back in the first week of the literature club. It was just her and I trying to figure out how to get new members. Of course, thanks to my epiphany, I knew exactly who was going to join. Long stretches of flashing lights, sounds, code were bombarding me intensely. But I held strong, thanks to you. Yeah, I remember that too. Do you remember all the dumb literature-themed jokes we threw at each other? Ow! How could I forget? What do you get when you mix literature and alcohol? Okay, I know this one. Tequila Mockingbird. Oh, okay. Sayori and I laugh out loud together. Okay, I got one now. Oh, was Charlotte Bronte able to make it easier for everyone to breathe? I don't know this one. Ow. She created ire. You know, Jane Eyre? Oh, that's a good one. Sayori and I laugh together. I'm reminded of my own internal guilt. This isn't fair to her at all. It's nice to laugh at that hard. Oh, indeed. Probably the only people to laugh at those kind of jokes, no matter how silly. Not a bad thing, is it? Nope. It's nice to have someone who gets my kind of silly. Well, don't say it like that. It makes it sound like we're both idiots. Well, is that a bad thing? Sarah and I both laugh again. I miss this. Yeah. Look down on the floor trying to figure out what to say next. Guilt is already beginning to overwhelm me, and all we did was share a few laughs. So, about what happened earlier today in the club? Is everything okay? Are you jumping the gun, huh? Sorry, I don't want to rush you. I'm just worried. Think about my past and everything I wanted to do, and am I really ready for this? I understand. But before I talk about me, I wanted to ask about you. Me? Yeah, you've been through so much. I have to know how you're feeling. Oh, I've been pretty good. Just taking things day by day. That's good. How are you and Robin doing? I think he still likes me. Told you. You have nothing to worry about. You just have to be a little patient with him. It's more like he has to be patient with me. I'm scared of admitting my true feelings to him too, because I'm scared I'll just force him to stay with me again. Force him to stay? I don't think he'll feel that way, Sayori. Enough time has passed to where I can see he genuinely cares about you. You guys even went out on a date. There's no clearer sign of true love than that. Don't say it like that. It sounds really nice. Yeah, that's why I asked you two to get some supplies together. Really? It's so sneaky. I try my best sometimes. I want to see you two happy together. It's really sweet of you, but what about you? You're doing all these nice things for me, and I just can't help but wonder why. It's because you're my friend. Stopped feeling like that for a while. I'm happy you're returning to your old self again, but at the same time, I can't help but worry about you. Is everything alright? Sayori's sincerity begins to rock the foundations of the final walls I've put up for myself. Gotten close to facing my mistakes before, but this is on a whole other level. Feel the cracks form as I take a deep breath and sigh. No, I don't think everything's okay. You're so good at reading me, aren't you? You can talk to me, Monica. You can tell me anything. I don't think I can. Not this. Sure? If you don't tell me something about it, it might get worse. You can get pretty ugly having all these nasty feelings bottled up inside you for so long. She's right. As much as I hate to admit it, this dark past has been boiling up inside of me for so long, and because my abilities were ripped away, I had no way to cope with it. Tears began to form in my eye as I try to find the words for this. Sorry, I'm sorry. Huh? But you already apologized. I'm sorry for telling you all those things before the festival. Yeah, that. I'm sorry for pushing you away. My voice shakes and my lips quiver. I tried to tears start flowing down immensely as I try to face the part of myself that I never thought I'd face. I tried to hurt you. I tried to get you away from Robin. I tried to make you miserable. And my voice trembles immensely. I knew what was gonna happen to you at night. I didn't want you to, but I was gonna let it happen. Oh no. I begin hugging myself, attempting to calm myself down as she only stares at me in disbelief. Till she scoots over. She tries to hug me, but I only move as far away from her as I possibly can. She moves back and only looks even more shocked than before, which makes me cry harder. Don't. I'm a monster for doing this to you. I don't deserve any of your care or attention. There's no hope for me. I cry harder now. My emotions are now overwhelming me as I comfort the sheer magnitude of my actions. What do you mean? Can't look at her anymore. How pathetic is that? Can't even face up to the consequences. But now I feel absolutely horrible for trying to show just how much I never intended to truly cause her any harm. You're not a monster, Monica. You're my friend. Oh my god. Huh? I can barely form a word. I'm not gonna lie to you, but if what you say is true, that really is horrible. But I'll tell you what, I've told Robin before. You know just as well as anybody that my depression isn't your fault. You don't understand. Sayori, I needed you gone. I stopped seeing you as my equal. I stopped seeing you as my friend, even though I knew that was wrong. Even back then, I tried so hard to believe that you were really my friend, but I couldn't. Her tears make me sob hard again. It's written all over her now. Oh no! What I'm saying is really hurting her! Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe I'm only making things worse by saying all this. But it's the truth. She deserves to know the person I really am. You're really telling the truth? Oh god! In between my cries, I can only nod slowly. Siri grabs her chest. There's a moment of silence between us, only broken by sniffles and my own sobs. The weight of my confession hangs heavily in the air as I watch her collect herself. Monica, it really hurts to hear you say that. It hurts really, really bad. To hear that you've never considered me your best friend, it really hurts. She begins to cry harder now. Now I'm the one who wants to hug her. I want to tell her that it's okay to hate someone like me, and it doesn't make her a bad person. I deserve that. But Monica, I've always believed that no matter what happens, we'll always support each other through even the darkest of times. We all have our own struggles inside. You didn't have to go through this on your own, and as selfish as it is, I wish you had trusted me enough to confide in me instead of pushing me away. Her voice so shows tinges of sadness, but it's beginning to show strength. You may have stopped seeing me as your best friend, your equal, but I want you to know that I still see you as mine. Why? No matter what happened, or what you wanted to do, and what you did do, I still care about you, Monica. I care about your reasons, and I want you to know I understand. And I'm still gonna be here for you. Just like you were there for me when I was at my lowest. Sarah's expression tells me how much she's struggling to even say these things. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that what you told me doesn't hurt, though. I don't think I can really trust you. Not right now. I understand. It's what I deserve. But I also believe we can work through this together as long as we're both being honest with each other. But why would you still be willing to be there for me? A monster like me. You're not a monster! You're my friend, my best friend. When Robin started drifting away from me, you were there. You filled a hole in my heart that I didn't know how to fill. You made me believe that there's still hope for someone like me. Even someone like me can tell how much you're willing to try to be a better person. I'm not gonna let that go. Thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you. I don't deserve it, but if you're willing to work through this with me, then I will be too. My voice quivers. I'm honestly scared, Sayori. I'm scared of losing you completely and not being able to fix what I've broken. But I promise, starting now, to be fully open and honest with you about my feelings. No matter how painful it'll be. We'll face it together. I believe in us. It won't happen overnight. And we'll probably stumble a little bit on the way, but I believe our friendship can grow from this. I think so too. There's a lingering feeling of hope and despair intertwined in the air. That rhymed. We stay silent, exchanging a deep gaze that acknowledges the difficult journey ahead. At the same time, I feel somewhat relieved. Not sure if that's the right word to use, but it does feel different to have finally revealed the truth to her. I wonder who that could be. I think it's the takeout. That must be the food I ordered. Yep. And maybe I should get going. I won't stop you. Open the door to the delivery man who has all the sandwiches for tomorrow as well as my meal for today. Wait, you're gonna eat all by yourself? I finished paying the man and closed the door behind me. Placed the food on the counter and looked down at my feet. I always do. Do you think he noticed my tears? There's no way he couldn't have. Yeah, we're probably covered in... That's disgusting. She walks over to the counter and looks into the food bag. Can I join? My eyes widen in surprise. Really want to? But you don't... I feel bad if I left you here all by yourself. Consider it our first step into fixing our friendship. Ugh. I begin to cry again as Sayori's kindness completely crushes my remaining walls I still had up after everything I've confessed. After everything I've done, you're still willing to try for me. As I get overwhelmed by my own emotions, Sayori reaches into the bag and pulls out a salad I ordered. She opens it and steals a... She smiles and sits herself down and waits for me to calm down. I like these little breads. Never knew that they were called I never knew what they were called, so I've always called them baby breads. The air is now filled with gentle silence as my cries begin to slow down. My gaze shifts towards her hand, which is offering me another crouton. Her soft smile holds us comforting warmth, a subtle reminder that amidst all the pain, there's still room for moments like these. You've always been great at that, haven't you? Sayori pulls out 2 forks and some ranch dressing from the bag. I guess she's really willing to eat with me. Even after all I just said, we eat the salad together in silence, which is kind of awkward. To be expected, of course, but I figured I should try to break it anyway. You know, you and Robin are going out on dates now, huh? I mean, yeah, but didn't you already know that? I was just wondering, should I start getting protective now that you have someone vying for your attention? Don't scare him off, Monica. I worked hard to get to where we are now. The tension in the air eases off a little bit, but it's still there. But it seems as though Sayori and I's friendship isn't that easily broken. And I'm really relieved about that. Damn. Roller coaster of emotions. Oh my gosh. Is this MC's house? Yep. Alright, that should be everything. Place all the grocery bags on the kitchen table and double check all the items. You know, it's nice to have parents that can support me financially while they're working overseas, but jeez, I should get a job. I can't be mooching off my parents forever. I should really do that too. I checked the time on my phone. Sayori and Natsuki should already be finishing up with their baking. Decided to call her up for an update. Ah, crap.
If she can't clap without her hands, then I don't want that bitch. I feel like Gordon Ramsay, how I flick my fucking wrist. If you
hang up the call and start putting away groceries. Sure do hope they work things out with each other. Since Sayori's determination makes me want to root for her even more than I normally would. I hope Monica's just as willing. Finish cleaning up and head upstairs to get ready for bed. Slowly rise up from bed and stretch. It's picnic day today. School day passes like any other, and before I know it, it's time for the picnic. Of course, we all went home first to change and bring our respective items. We then made our way to the place Yuri told us about, and Sayori and I were the first ones to arrive. We're the first ones here. Makes sense. I think we're the closest to this park after all. It's really nice here, isn't it? No wonder Yuri and Natsuki come here to read sometimes. Yeah, I never knew this place existed. Just like Yuri to know exactly where to go when it comes to secluded areas, huh? Yeah. Oh look, here comes Natsuki. Hey guys, Sayori, I hope you brought your half of the goodies. Yep, no need to worry about that. Great. Robin, what'd you bring? Just some plates and napkins. I figure that's all we need for the food we're about to eat. Perfect. I'll be straight up. I've kind of been looking forward to this picnic all day. Really? So have we, especially Robin. He's very excited to have lunch. Hey, that's not it! Right, I'm a bad baker. Oh, come on, you know that's not... I yield. You know we don't really think you're like that, Robin. Easy for you to say. I still have my doubts. As if. So we're still waiting on Yuri and Monica? Kind of dying for a cupcake right now. Yeah, Yuri might be a little... Yuri might be a little while. Okay. She lives far away after all. That's right, she does. Hey, sorry I'm late. Can't even avoid being late to club meetings even when it's not at school. I think you're excused this time. Glad you came to the picnic, Monica. Of course, wouldn't miss it for the world. Natsuki and I share confused glances. There's a bit of awkwardness in the air, but it's immediately broken when Natsuki turns to Sayori. Oh, by the way, Sayori, I noticed you're wearing a brand new outfit. Looks cute on you. Thanks. Not as cute. I'm gonna let that one slide because it's special. It's a special day today. Hey! Did you buy that one with Robin? Yep, he said it looked good and I trusted his judgment. Oh, Robin having an eye for cute outfits? Colored me surprised. I'm here! I came as fast as I could. Here looks exhausted from carrying both the tea set as well as a pretty large quilt. I'll take the tea set. You can set up the quilt. Phew, thanks, Robin. Yuri gracefully spreads the quilt over some soft grass and gets it perfectly straight on her first try. Monica brings out her sandwich platter and fruit and places it on the center of the quilt. It's full of an assortment of ham and turkey sandwiches topped with either cheddar or Swiss cheese and white bread. The fruits consist of strawberries, watermelons, bananas, and tangerines. Yuri sets her tea set down on a tray so it doesn't accidentally tip over. Natsuki places her cupcakes neatly on the tray, circling them around the tea set. Sayori stacks her brownies on a plate she brought from home in a pyramid-shaped pattern. She looks around her surroundings before Nom! Sayori! Can't you wait for everyone else? I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Sayori happily swallows the brownie while Natsuki and I shake our heads in unison. In Sayori's defense, she did make the brownies, didn't she? Yeah, I guess you're right on that. I also didn't know there was a time restriction on when we can start eating. That's a good point. Anybody can start eating if they feel like it. Well, I just didn't want to seem like a pig. Who's calling you a pig? Nobody. Ah. By the way, you guys should try these sandwiches. They're delicious. All that waiting for nothing. Sayori now grabs a few strawberries and sits herself down on the quilt, eating them one by one. She pours herself a glass of tea and sits back against a nearby tree. Natsuki takes a few sandwiches and nearly eats them in one bite. Monaco pulls out a salad and is one of the last ones to sit down at the quilt, taking a few of Sayori and Natsuki's goodies before doing so. Help myself to any advance available. The amount of food is a little overwhelming, but I can't complain. Hey Yuri! How come you're always bringing tea? You know this stuff does not mesh with cupcakes and brownies. What do you mean? Yes, it does. Have you ever had a glass of milk with a brownie before? No? Why would I try something like that? There's a reason why people prefer something bitter to go with something very sweet. Tea is of a similar nature. Ugh, Yuri! If this was a few months ago, I feel like we would have actually taken that argument seriously. I know, right? IKR. I'm serious about trying milk with brownies, though. It's generally one of the best flavor experiences you would ever have. Yeah, I'd love to try it sometime then. I don't know why. I feel pretty lightheaded. Hey, Monica, what deli did you get these sandwiches from? Oh, I got them from the one near the cafe. I'm sure you've seen it. Yeah, I think I have. Hey, Robin, open wide. Ow. There's just a brownie in my mouth. What's that? I can't understand you. Take the time to chew and swallow before speaking. I said, if you're gonna do that, do it slowly. Does that mean you want me to feed you then? Absolutely not. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, Robin. What? Don't take your side! President has spoken. Say ah. I don't budge. But these brownies are good though. Damn it. Sayori gently feeds me a brownie, which surprisingly tastes way better now that I'm actually getting a chance to savor it. Or maybe I just like... Look how red he is, Monica. He loved it. Now your turn. Huh? No, I'm good. Oh, but I don't want to leave you left out. Open wide. What was it you said? Don't bite the hand that feeds you? I wonder if it's because of what Sayori mentioned yesterday. No, I just remembered. Monica's a vegetarian. You can't eat eggs. Oh, haha, I can't eat eggs just fine. It's mostly meat that I avoid. Oh, I didn't know that. That's super cool. I guess. Why would you go vegetarian? I wanted to continue to lowering the carbon footprint. There's a lot of carbon emissions thrown out of my meat factories? Oh, by meat factories and whatnot. So I'd like to not partake in that at the very least. How noble. See, you're a good person, Monica. Yeah. I don't know about that. She did try to kill you, Sayori. I don't think we deserve Sayori in this world. I walk over to the tea pitcher to pour myself a bit more tea. What do you... Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It's alright. I spilled tea all over myself. But I didn't, so crisis averted. But to answer your question, I think the tea is great. What kind is it? Just chamomile with a few tablespoons of honey. Chamomile is the best for feeling relaxed. See, it's great then. Sit down across from Yuri and take another sip of my tea. I asked it a lot, but I'm sure you understand. How are you feeling? It's understandable. I removed my bandages yesterday. Oh, right. It was a bit shocking to see just how much damage I had done to myself. And ironically, it made me want to do it all over. What? But then I thought of you. I thought of Natsuki too. And for the first time in a very long time, I stopped myself from giving in. Yuri gently rubs her arm. It's great to hear. Happy for you. Thanks, Robin. I really appreciate it. I should ask about you now. How are you and Sayori doing? I see you guys hanging out a lot more again. Did you resolve your troubles with her? I think so? Glance over at Sayori, who's currently attempting to defeat... We're improving. We went on our first date this past weekend. Really? It's wonderful. Thanks. I should ask, though. I want to invite her out to the beach. Do you think that should be considered a date, too? Probably the last person you should be asking about these things. Monica might be a better fit for this question. Ah, yeah, she already gave me some general advice. But surely you have something that could help me. Well, if it were me, I'd make sure you're as comfortable as possible. But what I know about Sayori, she's likely not the kind of girl to tell you if she's feeling bad on a date because she wouldn't want to kill the mood. So, guess all I could say on the matter. Make sure she's comfortable. Huh. Guess that's easy enough. Thanks. Of course. Ooh, I'm stuffed. How about you guys? Me too. I think I ate way too brownies. Yeah, I'm pretty full too. You also fed a lot of people some brownies. I wonder if you fed Yuri too. Huh, Sayori? Long nap sounds really nice now. All I'm hearing is our club picnic meeting was a success. Glad everyone had a good time. Whoever had this idea deserves a club point raise. Wait, what? Since when are there club points? How many do I have? It was just a joke. Lame. But each of us help clean up the area and throw any trash in a nearby bin. Each of us say our goodbyes and go our separate ways. Except for Sayori, who stays behind a little longer for Monica. It's pretty cool to see. Every time Monica looks sad, Sayori's always there to catch her. But after a few moments, it's just us two. Have a good time? Of course. It's great. I'm glad. So you making sure Monica had a good time too. Yeah, it's hard for her, but it's getting better, I think. It's good. She was pretty tired and confused for a while, so it's no wonder it'd be a little awkward at first. What matters is she's trying, right? Or rather, we're trying. Totally. Besides, things used to be kind of awkward for us too. I've got faith that things will work out themselves. I've got faith that things will work themselves out. Used to be. What? Hey, you know what I mean, dummy. I'm just teasing. Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad the picnic was a success. Your idea after all, so you deserve all the credit. No big deal, really. I decided now is the best time to ask. Hey, so I was thinking, only for Upford, of course. But I was thinking we head out to the beach today, together. Oh, sure, sounds like a real blast. I'd love to go. Great, let's get going so we can change then. Can't wait to try out my swimsuit now. I bet you can. God damn it. Okay, guys, so originally I planned to keep the beach date in this episode, but I think I actually want to cut it off here. Plus, man is hungry. I want to eat. So that has been the end of Doki Doki Salvation Remake for now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.